Hey everyone, we're here in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom. Now the show doesn't kick off for another day, but we're here at the Xbox Showcase, where Microsoft's showing off all of the big first-party titles coming your way soon.
Yeah, there's still plenty for traditional gamers to look forward to. We've got Gears of War 3 here with Horde 2 and Beast Mode represented. We've got Forza Motorsport 4 on show, and Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. They're not showing off the campaign mode here, but they are showing off some of the new maps that will launch alongside that for the multiplayer mode, including the return of a couple of classics.
Yeah, so we're going to go downstairs, see if we can find the people behind the games and have a chat, see what's coming your way soon.
This is really just about broadening how many people have seen it. You know, Gamescom's a great show, it's a public show, so a lot of people can get their hands on the game. The triple screen with the hydraulic we had at E3, but honestly, at E3 it's a press-only show, so not everyone gets to play it. We also had an event with BMW where we showed the new M5 with the Nürburgring, and so we brought that build as well, so more people are going to get exposure to that. Turn 10 is actually right now finaling the game, so we've been testing it a lot, playing our own game, and honestly, through a lot of production, you play your code, but you don't necessarily play the game the way you would as a consumer. And so in the last few months, we actually play it that way. And what's been the big surprise is Rivals mode. The team has we're always playing Rivals mode all the time, and it's become this just a huge hit on the team.
Yeah, so basically Halo Anniversary is going to come with some multiplayer, and we're using the Reach engine effectively because we wanted people who had already bought Reach to be able to enjoy the multiplayer component of Anniversary. So today at Gamescom, we're actually going to have two maps that people can get their hands on, Damnation and Beaver Creek. So those are two really, really popular ones. People are loving them so far, so it's great. Certain Affinity did the Defiant map pack for us, and they're a great partner, and the maps just look unbelievably good, and people are really, really losing their minds when they see how great they are.
And do you find they still stack up? Obviously, we've had years of refining maps between Bungie and 343, kind of refining it and looking at millions and millions of multiplayer games. Do these original maps still stand the test of time?
Yeah, you know, they really do. I mean, that's one thing we find with the project in general, right? The campaign and the multiplayer really, really holds up well. And with the new graphics, campaign feels as great as any modern day shooter. And I mean, the multiplayer maps, I mean, I would hang those up against any current day map, easy. So, I mean, we're talking a lot about campaign. We're going to be rolling out more and more information as we get closer to launch. I mean, some of the big features we've been talking about, the terminals, that's been really popular. People may remember those from Halo 3, which were kind of Easter eggs that you could find that told a bit more of the story. So we wanted to take those and just make them better. So we've gone for a more visual treatment because it's not a lot of fun to read text on a screen. So we've got some visuals that we're showing, kind of motion comic type approach, and people have been loving that. But easily, bar none, the most popular feature to date has got to be Classic Mode. Any point in the campaign, you can hit a button, flip back and see the graphics as they looked 10 years ago, and come back. And I mean, for Halo fans and just game fans in general, it's a tremendous magical feature because, as I like to say, it's like 10 years of game evolution at the touch of a button.
Well, this is the first time that we've been able to sell Gears of War in Germany, actually, Gears of War 3, so we're super excited to bring it to the fans. So we're actually going to be bringing Horde and Beast, which are two cooperative gameplay modes that people will be able to try out and play. This is Horde 2.0, we call it. We found out when people played Horde in Gears 2 that they were actually naturally hunkering down and create defensive positions, and we've actually built on top of that idea, and we actually create what we call fortifications, where you earn money by killing Locust, and you can actually build fences and sentry guns and other types of weapons, ultimately leading up to things like the Silverback, which is the big mechanized kind of tank that you hop into. So Beast is actually, we've taken Horde and kind of flipped it on top of its head, where Horde is a little bit slow, and you work these 50 waves of enemies, and you play as the humans. In Beast mode, it's really an offensive push. It's a time run where you play as the Locust, actually attacking the humans. And so it's still cooperative. You still play up to 5 people together, but every Locust you play is very different. You can play the little tiny ticker running around trying to break down fences and barriers. You can play the drones with the hammer bursts. You can go all the way up to things like the Serapede, which is kind of like a centipede with electrical tentacles on front, or the Ultimate, which is the Berserker. She's like the big She-Hulk smash. She just tears everything up. In addition, it's about time, so it's how fast can you do it. And so every time, you start out with only a minute on the clock. Every time you kill a Locust or kill a human or destroy a barrier, you actually get extra time. And the ultimate challenge is how can you be the best on the leaderboards? How you can get the fastest time? You may do it in 15, 20 minutes or 40 minutes, but some other people probably can do it down to 5 minutes. So it's really about how fast can you go.